7:30 from New Englandville Studios. Good morning and welcome to the first edition of the program Good Morning Salon for this week. We come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today on Monday, February 16, 2026. And we'll bring the program to you this Monday morning. My name is Usman Kamara.
And my name is Yeno Kabia. Good morning. Inside the program today, according to President Julius Maada Bio, for Make Africa Gets Permanent Seats in the United Nations Security Council, all Africa countries say for stay together as one. The Executive Director of the National Sports Authority, Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi, say the authority will tap for support sporting discipline association name, where they know they take part by other sporting competition name outside salon. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy will talk to the ruling SLPP and the opposition APC if they think say the president in action they not suppress the opposition for give the SLPP party advantage at the 2028 election.
With this and plenty other stories on the for inside the program this morning, members say the list will be live on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Members say the Rock Metal Group, the sponsor Radio Democracy, for bringing the program Good Morning Salunkan to you. And this program is powered by Afisel. The list will be live from Radio Partner them, Radio Shallow 89.5 na Koinaduga in Falabadi Street. Same way so on Radio Maleng 88.5, Radio 1J11.3 na Pujon this street. Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kainlang, Vopad Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sound, Don Radio 95.7 na Konodi Street, Voice of Karine na Kamakuyo 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pujon this street, Advocacy Radio Putloko District, Radio Katsbami on 106.7 at Tonko Limba, and Earth FM on 95.9 at Moyambadi Street. The program na Good Morning Saloon where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can be part of the program by can send in a message now with YouTube page, Facebook, and same way so you can drop in a message on the number 077 981 981.
The program they continue as they wait for studio guests there. They continue for look at issues them inside the program. The Communication Manager and Conservation Society, Abdullahi Dumbuya, say the training where they all for media and civil society organization them now for make them get savvy and begin talk on oil and gas pollution. In talk, this is a one workshop where they all for media and civil society. We don't they work on the environment. Well, we report our Kaifa to explain more to we report our Kaifa to Conte inside this interview.
Yes, today we civil society organizations them where they do environmental work in Sierra Leone, and of course also the members of the Fourth Estate. We bring together from various regions for make them get some training in evidence-based advocacy on oil and gas pollution in Sierra Leone. Because we don't do this since 2019, so we don't engage ministries, departments, and agencies, and of course civil society organizations across the country, private sector on oil and gas pollution as a way for make we really get them to understand the issues the way they cause problems. You know, where we handle oil and gas carelessly in the public, whether on marine environment or on terrestrial, you know, the kind of wahala we can come as a result of that one day. This all where we try for prepare the ground ahead of any decision we government will make in future for where we start for exploit oil in the country.
So what are some of the key things we wanna look at inside this workshop?
We look at various aspects them from the steps them, the various steps where people for use for do evidence-based advocacy, because it's important that people get they bank their advocacy on evidence, facts and information, where factual information, credible data, where they're going for use, for let people take them very seriously, let government take them very seriously, let them for all government accountable, let the all private sector institutions them accountable where they into oil and gas business. Yes, so the key steps then, of course, research and other kind of things, and way very key in advocacy work. So we take them through all of their steps then, and at the end of the day, where they don't understand all of the things, then self come up and develop key thematic areas then of the advocacy work where they want for undertake, and bring out all the steps then where they're supposed to go through for let them get a very, very successful advocacy work.
So wetin inform the decision for get a workshop with the media and civil society organization in oil and gas pollution?
The decision informed as a result of we work with PRCM in Senegal. Of course, we get funding from Mava Foundation. We all know that the country they don't get prepared for start of the process of exploiting oil and gas in the country. But of course, we no go wait until we start for do their work and day before ever we begin for talk to people them about the hazards of oil pollution, whether careless oil spills or accidental oil spills. So I think we say as an organization, Conservation Society of Sierra Leone, we need for really start to talk to people then at community level, at national level, for them to understand the issues then. And we see the media as a very formidable institution, credible institution, where people really trust and they believe, say they will for speak on their behalf, yes, act on their behalf for disseminate credible information. And of course, also the civil society organizations there. They all they talk for and on behalf of people them. So by bringing them under the same roof and give them this kind of education, this kind of knowledge, this kind of training, they will help you a great deal in the process of disseminating this kind of information to the general public and in the communities there.
Okay, so let's look at the negative impact of the pollution of oil and gas in the country.
Yeah, the negative effects of oil and gas pollution is very, very grave. When you look at the health and safety aspects, they talk about some way people that can handle oil tankers, especially like where they leak. Community people they don't understand the problems that they can come as a result of the exposure. Leaking tanker, then they come around them and begin to scoop oil or petrol. So when there is a spark, definitely the people they will just be engulfed into flames and people they die. We look at what happened in 2021. Wellington, we say over 100 people that lost their lives just because of the knowledge where they're not being get. Say when them kind of thing happen, for keep far away. And apart from this, we also get situations there where they get oil spillage, marine environment, like with water bodies them. When that one they happen, what will happen? People that lost their livelihoods, communities there where they around the marine riverine communities them, they lost their livelihoods because most of them they live in fishing, agriculture work, and when oil they go inside water, before they say almost hour, all the side away that water they pass, oil they go there. So you see, marine species then fish, crabs, and all other species that within the water, they they get affected, and this gets grave consequence on people their life. So you see, so it's very important that we really make people that understand some of them things also, and for that we spread the message very, very well. We need to forget people them like the media and the civil society organizations, them environmental civil society organizations, then we just then spread across the country.
Okay.
They go before they talk to them, the people them about this from time to time.
Well, you be dey listen to the communication manager and Conservation Society, Abdoulaye Doumbouya, will be dey talk to Kaifa to content inside an interview there. For sake of training, when you say they all for media and civil society activists, them for guidance sabi on how for talk on oil and gas pollution. The program they continue and will they bring come this edition. My name na Yeno Kabia.
My name Usman Kamara. Inside the program, they continue to look at more issues as we do it with studio guest team. The executive director of the National Sports Authority, Dr. Emmanuel Safar Abdullahi, say the authority will tap for support sporting discipline association them. We know they take part by other sporting competition them outside Salone. Safar Abdullahi talked this inside the 2026 Sport Growth Conference where the National Sports Authority hold with the Ministry of Sport and other sports stakeholders them as part of the effort for develop sports in the country. For more on this, make we join Mohamed Amin Kebe.
Government been established the National Sports Authority inside 2019 as the government agency where get the mandate for regulate, supervise and develop sports in the country. For achieve this, part of what the National Sports Authority don't they do, make together with the Ministry of Sports, Sports Association and other stakeholders them now the country in sports sector go hold the 2026 Sports Growth Conference. But waiting at the importance of this conference, the Director of Sports na the Ministry of Sports. Arun Koji no be waste time for explain.
The 2026 World Conference is designed to leverage the collective power of national sports governing bodies like you, strengthen governance, transparency and accountability in sports administration, promote sustainable infrastructure and development across all regions, consolidate and professionalize local sports competitions, align national sport development with broader socio-economic goals. This conference, ladies and gentlemen, recognizes a simple but powerful truth. No single institution can transform sports alone. Progress demands collaboration, coordination, and shared responsibility. National sports governing bodies are the engine rooms for sports development. They are close to athletes, competitions, talent pathways, and grassroots structures. Through this conference, we seek to reaffirm the leadership role in shaping national sport priorities, strengthen the national capacity in governance, planning, and resource mobilization.
Inside new statement, the Executive Director, National Sports Authority, Emmanuel Safabula Esquire, talk about the need for decentralized sports. Now, different parts of the country.
As we speak, every district council has a sports devolved officer. Call on all of you, sports associations, to devolve your sport. Sporting associations that calls themselves Sierra Leone Sporting Association should be all over the country, not just in Freetown. We are particularly emphasizing on that our support will now go sporting associations that are all over the country. Now, there should not be sporting associations in Western area while the North does not have. Young people and talent can be much more identified in rural areas where the hazards of life are. So we look forward to you working with us so that we can also build the capacity of the NSO. As many of you will know, we have also a diverse range of support to many of the sporting disciplines. When I came to the NSA, we were football driven. Over the last 21 months, we have supported many of your associations, either to travel overseas or to help you organize your local leagues. This is the new approach we have to deliver on sport. The government of Sierra Leone has given Pickett a land in Sussex, and even when they have encroachment, we are helping them to do that.
Emmanuel Safa Abulai said we talk about a plan for develop sports through inter-university sports competition, improve donor support, and safe national stadium rehabilitation, where they carry on and other one them.
You go to the US, this is what you see. The athletes come from colleges. We have to ensure that colleges and universities are returned. We have to find a sustainable funding and a good governance mechanism. Now, the 5 regulations which we have drafted are designed to bring transparency, accountability, and predictable funding to sport, so we can plan long-term with credibility. We also believe that we should not cheat in sport. That's why we are pushing the anti-doping scheme. We are looking for improved infrastructure for participation and performance. Now we've been working with the sport ambassador to not just develop football fields, but to look at other sporting facilities. We're talking to a lot of donors. We just mentioned to you that we are doing 3 artificial turfs across the country, and there are 2 more on the way that will make it by before the second quarter of this year. In the coming months, you will also hopefully have access maybe to the stadium, because we are still working on partial handing over. And when that partial handing over is done, the facilities that are finished, about 80% of it, you have access to them.
Association them will be the part of this sports growth conference. Say them will work with sport authority them for develop sports na the country. For Radio Democracy, Mamelami Kebele reports.
The program they continue, and as we wait for we studio guests when our representative from the APC party and self the SLPP party, will they continue to look at issues them inside the program. Will they continue? Will they take another story? The Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chair Noba, say the free call-in service for radio station them, where Africell on pull nado, now one big step we go get strength to democracy in a salon. Chair Noba talk this where Africell go launch the Africell free call-in service for radio station them, where Africell the support. Well, for more on this, make we listen to we reporter Fenella Edith Taunton.
For let communication complete, one person for the talk and the other one for the respond. Now Salon, one communication platform, where for long term now, don't they do better when at the radio, but plenty term. Challenge whether they unblock this connection between the people and the radio. Now that, you go the call, don't you hear 1 minute remaining, or sometime, the call can just cut. This not the reason. We make as Africell Salon they celebrate World Radio Day, bring one initiative when they amplify in community voice through connectivity. We mean say people go begin call some radio station them for free. Wey in the talk as the media relation and radio manager for Africell, Abdul Karim Sise, they explain more.
The decision for management today now that at Africell, no matter who say you dey, access for talk na radio station, credit not for big barrier, to that. We all can see how people in a casual themselves for talk, a lot of information they want for pass around, but radio as a tool of communication and stand out for be the most popular source and voice where people can use for communicate. Don't be challenged. Not only that we provide the people free access for call to the radio stations there, but we ensure say the radio stations there also they get 24 hours electricity for able to power the message of the communities. So this is the power of thoughts from Africell. This is the power of thoughts from the management that Sierra deserve forget the voices them for be heard.
Where in they launch the Africell free call-in service, the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Chegnoba, be explain what this free call-in service mean.
Today, we have for combine the enduring power of radio with the enduring power of mobile technology. Africell, with this brilliant initiative, they non-bridge one beautiful gap. One of the challenges oftentimes of radio is that sometimes it feels like we just consume, we not talk back, we not engage. And the best radio programs, the best public comms of any kind, that will feel like we get a conversation. So waiting on around do so today, now an investment first in with democracy, because democracy dies in darkness. Democracy dies when people do not get opportunity for talk. And today with this platform, we are not getting a microphone. So we order people across the country, say they serve for the part of the national conversation. On that note, I get the distinct honor and privilege to officially launch Africell free call-in service for radio stations across Salone. I want to put your hands together.
Inside his statement, the president for the Salone Association for Journalists, Alhaji Manika Kamara, talk about what this mean to the media and people na Salone.
We remove a motion that we need to make the CEO of Africell and honorary Grand Chief Patron of Snatch. What you don't do for the media na Salone, nobody else not ever do. The good thing way I work for state now that you know they do because he wants let the journalists they not write anything negative about him, but because he feels like call to duty, because communication can always tell you say and for connect community and amplify voices. I have for tell you plenty thank you.
Where in the talk as the manager for Africell, Shadi Jajawi, beget this for say.
I believe today already have an arrangement with about 40 radio stations for this service. But this service is open to every radio station, whether they are our current partner or they want to come with us. Karim is there, he's available, the MOU is there, it's a standard MOU, and we can get your frequency on a short number so that anybody with an Africell number can be able to access it.
This Africell free call-in service now one important thing, we go improve communication and civic participation na Salone. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Fenela edit something, the report.
The program Good Morning Salone they continue still inside the studios with the wait with studio guests them and then studio guests here na Minkael Kuma, member of the APC Publicity Wing and also head of strategic communications at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education winner Abubakar Josise. Now then two studio guests here we supposed for get inside the program this morning as we still wait so we continue to look at more issues. The presidential advisor on gender Aisatu Jabi Kabase, the Correctional Service Women Association, go help promote mentorship, welfare advocate for workmen and women them na the correctional service and also inmates them. I talk this with the Salone Correctional Service go pull Nado, the Correctional Service Women Association back Nado to the public. For more on this, make we join Sonia Bell.
during the 90s, some women in the Salon prisons, they formed the Prisons Women Officers Association, whether they call now Correctional Service Women Officers Association. This association, now one where they bring correctional service women then come together to see how they go able to push women empowerment through capacity building and skill training, particular for women inmates them where they are jailed, so that they self go able to live better life after where they go done for serve them jail time. But inside the past year then, this association, Correctional Service Women Association COSWA, not be active again, and people not be the hear about them again. Now for sake of this make, this behind them, the Salon Correctional Service being go pull the Correctional Service Women Officers Association na do back to people them. The president for Correctional Service Women Officers Association, Madam Susan Coker, starts for explain more.
It's my honor and privilege to warmly welcome all of you to the relaunch of the Correctional Service Women Association. Today is a landmark moment in the history of our association in the wider journey of women within the correctional service under the theme Breaking Barriers, Redefining Strength. We gather not to celebrate our identity and purpose, but to reaffirm our commitment to progress, inclusion, and excellence.
The first time president for COSWA, Cecilia Kaikai, gives short history but how them be start up this association.
The Correctional Service Women Association. The association was born from a simple belief in 1996 in the Sierra Leone Correctional Service, formerly called the prisons. The name of this association was not Correctional Service Association, was PWA, Prison Women Officers Association. Today we have changed because we want to grow, and now today we are correcting. We are leaders. Formerly, they see us as women in this service as people who are secondary actors. So I thought it fits as a woman to work towards this dream, which has now been here celebrated.
The chairperson for Zambia Correctional Service, Karen Nacharwe, talk about why one word between confidence and security building important.
We understand that proper support and team building that we build as we interact with people at different levels can yield greater friendship, which sometimes people can fail to imagine.
The presidential gender advisor, when I be the keynote speaker for this event, Madam Aissatou Jabi Kaba, talk about how important organization them like COSWA being a society.
The establishment of this association, COSWA, creates a platform for solidarity, personal growth, mentorship, welfare support, and advocacy. It is a space where we can strengthen one another, build leadership capacity, promote gender-responsive policies, and enhance professionalism within the correctional service.
Where it pull the COSWA back na do, the Director General for Salon's Correctional Service, Joseph Senesi, been gets this for saying.
In the capacity as Director General, I want to assure all that the management will fully support COSWA all their activities. I will ensure we don't always open for discussion, for dialogue, with the aim to go to this organization before as a Valentine gift to COSWA and the level secretariat, when people level A in the managing institution for the unit. At this moment, I want to pledge the sum of $500.
Joseph Senesi and for Colin Wokumandem, now the Salon Correctional Service, for continue for work with my word and courage, for help for maintain peace in the country, and empower women inmates them, so that they self go able to be better people in the society after what they go done for serve them jail time. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Nina Sonia Bell, the report.
The program may continue for local issues them inside the program. The National Youth Commission, together with Orange Foundation Salon, don hold a 5th edition of Women Digital Center, where they can do every year for give free digital training to women in the country. For sake of this, make the Minister of Youth Affairs, Ibrahim Sano, don't ask 17 young women there. We don't access 17 young women there, not for use technology for bring people na the country down, but for create work for themselves. We go improve the country in economy. Well, we report Akarifa to Conte be part of this and put this report together.
Inside 2020, one report where the Directorate of Science, Technology and Innovation, when a government agency na Salon, we focus on digital transformation and innovation for support national development, say na only 5.7% of women in a Salon get access to internet, compared to 11.4% of man dem when they get access to internet na the country. For make women get sabi and self get access to internet, make inside 2021, the National Youth Commission, together with Orange Foundation Salon, be come together and begin give free training to women them on different digital skill them. And Wednesday, February 11 this year, they don't hold a 5th Women Digital Center certification ceremony.
In a world where technology moves at the speed of light, we recognize that women are often left behind, constrained by societal barriers or a lack of access and opportunity. This initiative, a flagship between Orange Foundation and the National Youth Commission, was designed for consumers of technology into creators of technology. We aim to equip young women with high-impact digital skills, from basic computer applications like Microsoft Office and Internet fundamentals, to life skills in problem solving, communication, entrepreneurship, digital marketing, business management, and online presence building.
That's not the director of Orange Foundation Salon, Madam Aliwali Kata, be they talk about the different training them where the center don't give to young women in the country. The Chief Executive Officer na Orange Foundation Salon, Aisha Toure, say the foundation aim for empower young women in the country. Also say inside 2 year term, they don't give sabi to about 700 women in the country.
At the Orange Foundation, our mission is to give young people, especially young women like you, the skills they need to thrive. Over the past 2 years, we've trained more than 700 young women across Freetown, Buro, and Makeni, with over 600 graduates now confidently entering the job market. That last November, 150 graduates completed advanced training in web development, 3D design, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity. Through our Women's Digital Centers launched in partnership with the National Youth Commission, we are building digital skills and unlocking confidence, independence, and opportunity.
Where in the talk, the Minister of Youth Affairs, Ibrahim Sano, been called on the 70 young women them not for use technology for put people in the country down, but for create work for themselves.
So all I want to encourage you to do, use technology to the best of your ability, not to bring people down and not to bring yourself down, but to lift yourself up in every sphere you find yourself. So how many of you intend to use the phone as a source of not just educating yourself, as a source of employment? Do you know you can use this mobile phone as a source of employment yourself? So you can look for that one thing, either it's in digital marketing or something you can do, but definitely your phones can serve as a source of employment.
The Commissioner at the National Youth Commission, Joseph Madalahai, say the digital training na part of the strategy for make young people and get work na Salon.
The Medium-Term National Development Plan recognizes technology and capital development as essential pillars of national progress. The status of the youth report highlights where needs are greatest and where targeted support will have the most impact. NACOM will continue to align our programs with these national frameworks so that training leads to training jobs and sustainable enterprise. We are again asking Madam CEO to expand this project to other districts so that no youth is left behind in the digital revolution.
We in the talk on behalf of Inkompi young women, Judith Ansu, begets this for say.
I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the Orange Foundation. You people understand that in today's world, child literacy is very vital. These centers were not just filled with basic knowledge or laptops, but they serve as a gateway for ambition, confidence, and leadership to the National Youth Commission for turning those words into actions. In our country, part of girls and women has not always, but National Youth Commission has become a breaking code.
Judith Ansu end up call on National Youth Commission and Orange Foundation Salon for continue for the support and empower more women them on different digital skill them. As in commit say, them batch go able create work for themselves and self-contribute to the country economy. For Radio Democracy, Mira Kaifa to contain a report.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money now the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Edsalight, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for we boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank.
All mama and papa want them pikin for sabi boku thing when they go na the internet, and they want them for go learn plenty thing wey go open their eye. But they also want to make sure say when the pikin dem go online, they always safe. Kidzonet na the service where they make sure say when you pikin dey na the internet, it always dey stay na safe and secure side. And not the see bad thing. And Africell no more able to do am with the Kidzonet service. With Africell Kidzonet service, you no need for worry. You pikin can go online, and they watch something, and they browse, and they do am safely. Kidzonet don't make any bad thing wey can you pikin away, and go protect am like soldier. You sef go get collect because you know say all the harmful content dem online no go calm you pikin away. And this Kidzonet service very cheap. For just 9 million, it go protect you pikin for 30 days complete. Now this make you for activate this service. Just dial *499# or *113# and choose Africell Kidzonet today. With Africell, you begin an online experience different, safe, secure, and always protected. Africell don't come with Kidzonet for the first time na Salon.
The program Good Morning Salon, the continue as you hear one of headlines to read them inside the program this morning. Radio Democracy go look inside the ruling SLPP and the opposition APC party. We didn't think about the action we President Bill they take this BNTM. And for Kaipu, for talk more about this topic, make inside the program we get representative from the APC publicity wing, Wena Minkailu Kuma. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Radio Democracy.
Good morning, Radio Democracy. Good morning, listeners. Delighted to be on the show.
It's the most inside the program. We want to welcome Abubakar Josise, the head of strategic communications at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Good morning, Mr. Sise. Welcome to Radio Democracy.
Good morning, family and morning.
All right, Minkailu, we will start off with you as you are one of headline. we they look inside within the SLPP and the opposition APC party think about the actions them where they happen presently na the country. And today inside the program Radio Democracy we talk to the ruling SLPP and the opposition APC party if they think say the president's action don't suppress the opposition for give SLPP party advantage by the 2028 election. Minkailu, this is not the topic. What you think about this particular topic, or we talk about today, where we say what the opposition think about the current action of the president? And I think saying anyway they try to suppress the opposition.
Yes, well, this is an open secret. In fact, not what you think, now to know. Because we did talk with facts and pointers and day as to waiting on the unfold. You know, when President Bio win the 2018 elections, it came with a mindset. The mindset of the SLPP then for ensure say they wipe off the APC completely. They not only say this but they state in a report. And they don't follow down the chronologically for ensure say they succeed in what they do. First, when they come in 2018, you go recall say we've been get what we call the GTT, Government Transition Team Report. In that GTT report, when a document when the rotting, it in black and white, they state things and the way ordinarily, if you want the cohesion of a country, you know, they even state and they refer to APC as a bunch of criminal racketeers. A lot of names then call we. You know, even when they explain the report, the former Chief Minister David Francis, our APC then and Yampi then talk a lot of things inside that report. They even go ahead for say APC, I mean they give jobs to then call certain tribes then when we not go and call because it is bad for country. A lot of things. After that particular GTT report, they now proceed for create commissions of inquiry. Then commissions of inquiries and the 3 commissions. In the final analysis, then can they say they don't produce white paper. In that white paper, they what they do, them indict former APC ministers, a lot of them. We some them take today then they run courts. We some man they even run for flag bearer and they remind them. Quite recently, we see they go and paste notices then and some people in houses them. See then they confiscate them. All of that now for oppress the opposition. It is more than suppression. Then all of that, in fact, after the 2018 elections, what happened? The 2018 elections actually see a circumstance in which people were chased from Kailan, from Kono, so then a machine didn't come from Kono. A lot of things happen. You know, raping take place, boku things happen. There was a point where the president formed a committee that was headed by the vice president. The Honorable Alhaji Minkailu Mansayona, being the deputy chairman at that time, was part of that committee. Honorable Karamo Kaba and others were part of that committee for go around and see how they go to return them people and they will displace and do a lot of things. At the end of the day, now lip service. Fast forward, then do a lot of things in 2018 for suppress the opposition. But even as that, the opposition remained firm and strong, and we respect the tenets of democracy. We not do nothing out of the way. Now, what they do now for consolidate and stay in power, then plan strategically for rig the 2023 elections. When they plan for rig the 2023 elections, we all know say you cannot rig elections on polling day. You dey rig elections way before polling day based on the mechanisms that we they put in place for rig elections. One, now the creation of electoral laws. 2, now delimitation of the country into boundaries, the system of government we want practice, voter registration, but good things and they wouldn't do. What they do, then count a novelty, something will not ever exist in the history of Sierra Leone. They say midterm census. Against the advice of technical people like UNDP, like World Bank, even the write letter to Dennis Van de Winner, the Minister of Finance, tell and say there was no pilot census prior the midterm census so they want to do, that they lack the technical capacity for doing, and the finance is not enough for doing. They still go ahead for doing. Why they do that? They have to manipulate the data so that they go rig the 2023 election. So they force themselves for doing. Even when World Bank boycott, when EU boycott, they still go ahead and conduct the census. Now that census they rely on now, they can't say Kenema population but could pass freedom. All that in be calculative steps for suppress the opposition and rig the elections. Even when they don't do that, yes, ma'am.
Okay, Michael, it's always you to explain. So talking about rigging the election, the 2023 election, and the evidence the way APC gets. Why APC party not going to court?
With the count of going to court or not, I am just building the premise. Going to court will be the conclusion before our transition to the recent thing that will happen now. Okay. Now, fast forward, we see the midterm census and compare them on we. But even the data we then get from the midterm census not be enough for delimit the country, for shape constituency. So now then can they say now, we can't use what to call proportional representation, the PR. The Constitution of Sierra Leone make provision for the use of PR in circumstances of crisis. We say you don't be able to access the whole country. We say after for life 7 times world day. We say you get pandemic or epidemic where they affect you as a nation, you go invoke the PR. But that was not the case. The preferred choice of government for utilize now this country, now the first past the post. When a simple majority, not to the proportional representation, they came and imposed the proportional representation, then take seats them from western area, western region, then carry and go now the southeast, go out to Bo and Kenema, the south and the east, the other and the, then do everything to manipulate that particular election. But still, the people of this country deny them. Say they're not going to vote. Now when it comes to voter registration, which I monitored, I went to places like Bonth, I went to mainland Bonth, I went to the island, and monitor with some of our colleagues then, the Momodu Maligi and others. We go around. We they see that they register people already underage. Then they go take them at school. Okay. When at 15, 14, 13 years, and they register them for vote in that 2023 elections. When you can at the western area, you can at the north, then they should say even picking away on 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, then they deny the registration. When the law very clear, when you go for go register, they tell you say go bring your birth certificate, go bring your Becker results, go bring your WASC result, deny the registration. Majority of the people and they not agree for make the register now the western area, now the northern region, a lot of places. So waiting and do, but all that they not still able to get the number for rig the election. And they can now they say they do a man. Then they tally election results. Now regional tally centers. Them now in the announce the result. My colleague been there na Bombali na the northern region, Boniface Sidiki Kamara, Honorable Abukabo they be there na Port Loko na the northwest region. Some other people they be there na the western region and the tally result. Where they go announce, they not even tally the result. They go announce it, then they win. Where they not be get any disaggregated result, where they justify the winning. So a lot of things they do all down there for suppress the opposition. In order they embark on arresting the opposition members for small statements we go make. The likes of Kemosi say was arrested, Celia Tunis was arrested, Kamo Kaba was arrested, Sylvia Blyden was arrested. A lot of opposition people still for continue for suppress no more. Then do dandy. All dandy not do for make them win the elections, now the rigam. And when the rigam we get institutions, credible institutions, one a new National Elections Watch. We all don't follow new for several years. Now what thing they don't do, they don't even suppress new. They not invite new for any meeting again. They don't ban you for let them observe elections, even the paramount chief elections, all elections, ECSL don't ban you. European Union come them do their own report, Qatar Center do their own report, the African Union, ECOWAS, they all do their own report, then discredit the elections. We make APC say we not participate in governance. Then come back then big we get the Bintumani agreement for national unity. We say okay, now we move the country forward. Waiting make agree, we rely on recommendation 3. We talk about the tripartite recommendation. Now waiting make at the latest basis, we don't see the appointment of a new electoral commissioner. We then don't write APC don't respond. But now when you go to recommendation 20 and recommendation 36, if they tell you say forget a standing committee, when a search and nominating committee, they don't deviate from dandy. All of waiting the recommendations and say we for really reform our entire electoral system and processes. When I make you believe for going to that agreement, they don't deviate from it completely. Okay. Now they embark again on arresting. We are executive there now. They not do one, they not do two. For a commonplace political statement, where anybody can make, whether they don't make one statement that dandy there, then go invite Lansana Doumbouya, where a man will get credibility, don't practice law for more than 26 years. No one they get problem at this country, don't work for Sierra Leone in the UN. I mean, they get a clean character, then go detain and see how they sleep there. Okay. In order, then charge them to court, then deny bail. Where it's not easy for you to deny somebody who knows to fly tricks bail. Somebody who is secretary general of a whole institution, then deny bail. We hope say today we appear before magistrate Mohamed Jah, he go release am. He go grant am bail because we get a lot to do as a party. We no wan let SLPP provoke into aggression.
Okay.
Because we no wan react. We get the numerical strength for state any form of demonstration if we want. But we wan keep the peace of the country. So releasing Lansana Doumbouya could be a step in the right direction for maintain peaceful coexistence in this country.
I continue further with you inside the program, Minkailu. Over to you, Josise. A lot of allegation them from Minkailu, wherein the ruling party under President Bio in leadership don't do as way for suppress the opposition. Waiting at the party in position on some of the allegations there.
Okay, so I will react to the one, but I just want for Leon and say you gave Minkailu 9 minutes. So me say they get the same 9 minutes for talk, please.
Right, sir.
I mean the time. So now, first of all, it go bring a lot of issues in the camp. Yeah, and me said now that they start before I really come and respond to the issues the way it is. The APC always they make like say then angel. Yeah. So here we go. 2007, when they take office, former President Ernest Bai Koroma, the former Chief Electoral Commissioner Christian Attoh began for council 477 polling stations that SLP struggles, where he not began power for do. No law not began that power for do. It was because she was intent on rigging that election for let Ernest go back and power, and that was what they did. Yeah, and when they do that, the very same day, they attacked our party headquarters here at Freetown. They destroy and they loot everything there. Yeah, the leadership not say thing. They commode, they damage to party office na bo. Not commode, they commode, let the boot them come all the way na Aneshi Osh. I was there at Timapa the sea. The current our party office, they damage there, they peace people, they damage people, they every rape woman in there. It happened. Asia. The other time about George Williams, we go put that toilet tile by Eastern Police clock tower. They can't dance with Matoba. That they get happy right before me face. They attack the party office. They even put fire there. Now we hotter. You understand? We never do all of that to APC. Who can see them? Who commode? Now, you they talk about the people them, they chase people them here and there and this and that. That's not true. And now most of them think they also be happy between neighbors. Me say me own community people be threatening me all the time. I be if you get calls for move commodity. All my ways I be no say 7 months to election. I be don't move commodity. Me also got this someone a free talk. Out of threat, where APC supporters they be threatening me. You understand? And they did so to so many other people. You understand me? But they don't care again. Now the people they talk about elections again. 2012. I don't talk about 2007. How Ernest Komaka. 2012 election. Yeah. Now here we did. When the election don't be, then change all the RF from there and go enter into the main system na neck then they go you, they give themselves 490 almost. All man no say by any stretch of imagination. Except people know guys you one na any constituency. Una be the results then they. You understand? Now change RF forms there. When we challenge them, we begin produce we own original RF form there. Results start for change. In the middle of the recount, Christian Attoh go announce results. He declared Ernest Koroma winner. Oh, talk is go police. It happened in this country. Former President Bio no set confusion by anybody. He used the law. Law then at this country here. He go to court. When they go court, they not even hear the substance of the matter. Then on flimsy technical grounds, then throw the case out of court. Now so left by with both. President Bio being a Democrat, he accepted and so he move forward. That same 2012, when President Bio the campaign at this country now bo. Me be there at the media Motka just be now. Yeah. As we reach before APC office, then they begin sandstone. The sandstone, it be team up. They wave to the car. The sandstone them check in head. What I say check na check. Now God no more keep her alive because what I say check. When they go to hospital, where they be showing head, I was there. I saw it myself. Now check and check head. Now make that treatment not be enough. Now they begin for fly. I'm out of the country. Where you come on? Both. At the end of the day, now we support her and go all. You go lock and say, you come on, you come. Independence Day where all man be they celebrate. When they go even give click about the money na center. We don't about themselves let them come on and let themselves celebrate. The party against by they can't inside that party office. The party against by we all day inside there. They nearly kill we inside there. Then we national women's leader. When the commander and host councillor can check as one of the leaders of the party. The Ola, Mami Lulu Sheriff. The Brian Kana Panemba Road. They did not avail on 4 occasions with national women's leader. Lionel Slima, What you do? They lie and say you can't set coefficient at SABC. It was a plain lie. For them to get calls for silencer. They deny Lael and Lima bail 5 times where they appear at court. We believe at this country all of these things happen. I just want to bring someone into your car. So like can I go now to the issues the way it is, yeah? Because somebody they can't sit down, they can't talk like for say you know saying way all of them here we they do all them here so we can't have because we na civilized politics we believe in as the SFPP. Alright, we not begin fake person. We not retaliate. We not go attack person in office. We not go to nobody.
Now, according to the explanation from the APC and the SLPP, it like say na do me and do you now the political party. Then
there is no do me and do you. Now waiting then they raise with anything. Me they tell you this now. Why I bring this? Now for let people just know because don't bring work factory. Let people just know who shall be there before that time. And with all that they do, we will not retaliate. That they are pointing I want for make a go on that background. Yeah. So I will bring other issues then come back later. But I just come to the simple thing the way they say. He say we arrest Secretary. Last night last night we are a big border. Now opposite will be there. Then they had to go up. Now big one the whole shall be the damn. Yeah. I know can castigate. But what simple thing they try for say that matter it in a court now. I need to comment on it. I need to comment on what Mikhailo say. It's a simple statement. Calling somebody a thief is not a simple statement. For can't don't have the call thief man. Not a simple statement and now just that for address by this one. Yeah. The matter didn't court me.
But the statements them back from the
No. To that. Bring why evidence come.
Would you see the president during the campaign? When they call him predecessor?
Oh, my friend, I want evidence of that one day. You understand?
We'll get cardi inside
salon.
They go out war.
Inside salon. The politician when they don't dirty pass all politicians are salon. Na President Bio, we be the opposition. All kind lie na this dunia weki. Imagine APC hipa ona. All kind fake, all kind lie. In our policy one day, the very media the APC use for showing that Democrats, the very media the APC use for do all that nature for destroying reputation like kind of it no can wait to call against anybody before that it can't empower that media day. The media na salo, the empowerment of President don't give the media na salo, nobody never give it.
So Mr. it's always
media practitioner, right? Criminal libel law, if democratic government because na President can pull out. Support to slash subvention where they give slash for let slash able for doing work. Let the media be empowered. Democratic government in the President can do this same man where the opposition the government intended the government of an school might be used for denigrate all kind of way. Now do that because President Bill supposed to not believe in an eye for an eye. You understand me? A decent person. Now make we try any kind of say nobody answer the all kind word and tell this word.
So Mr. Quick one here. According to Mikhailo, he said the opposition and the ruling don't they oppress don't they suppress them in doing them things and carrying out the work as an opposition. You don't know the ruling. I think say what Mikhailo talk not true.
Totally untrue. As we speak, they crisscross the country. Who don't hinder them? They everywhere doing their thing. Nobody don't hinder them. You understand me? When the country gets law and order, they have to understand. You have to respect the law as it is. You don't go like you share, but it is the law. Yeah. Utterances where you make, where you got the potential for set the country alight. The law clearly frown on that one day. You understand? I give you for example the genocide in 1994 now Rwanda. Now when people can't sit on a radio talk. Now make other people go slaughter and compete 1 million people in how many days? In Rwanda, you know go she don't talk any can't talk now. You know get mind. We go for make very tough laws for ensuring they they happy because now make we get remembrance day now. Who will come out? When you come for can't talk politics, don't talk politics. There are so many issues, policies, and the way you go condemn. We not have us to criticism. Criticize we if you are not consensus.
According to me, can tough law and the way governments they make. They as opposition and they suffer and the ruling government also they make some kind of statement already hold the opposition for.
It is not true. Therefore, they don't find APC for statement they make. They don't find SFPP as well. You understand me? They don't find me as well. And then at the law, The time they make that law, not to answer people who will be in parliament. Now we and they be did it. We make that law. The law is the law until they change it is the law. If they tell you say you don't for make certain statements, you don't for once it in a law, something when somebody just grab no can put by you. Now you talk say the head on, but if it in a law, you say no say it in a law, you don't for go against the law. Right. Until you change them, it is the law.
So you think Nansana Doumbia statement
I know all the time they can it makes several waiting, then 2-3 minutes I wanted for response to them quick in a short in there.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Now it say there be arrest opposition figures for saying simple things. Same thing against simple things. Then they can most ABC are those simple things. When you the weekend, we go fetch, we go this, we go boiler, we go waiting. Not a simple talking around the pa. Yeah, the law found on there. Law be very, very clear on that the law found on there. The law will possible because with now waiting the law say. Yeah. Now he also talks say there will be a result with me that they go into the one in day. Because when you know say you get issues with election, the law very, very clear, categorically clear. You go to court, you go prove the case. Up to this time, they see a top or chief election. They not police an iota of evidence to wait today. Una say when the media and this king wait there, una for the challenge there. Then they count the evidence. The law very clear. You talk about disaggregated data. Disaggregated data, police station result na disaggregated data, and then they give you polling agent. That's why the law require you forget polling agent na police station election day. Minus that one when they give you polling agent self, then they paste on the wall. Then it's transparency by the process. So if all of that you will get for produce for show say you na so na in result, yeah. I mean I wonder which they talk. Go to court and prove up to this moment we've not seen an iota of evidence for show say they will be by election. Now he also come, he said they enforce PR on them. PR is in the law, yeah, and the circumstances where it creates ECIC, the legal team be argue very, very clearly why they think to say we should go PR. You understand me? You talk against the census. Midterm census is also in the constitution. Not just somebody just working on it and say midterm census. The law provides for midterm census. Okay. You understand? And in the circumstances where required, where under which we decide for get midterm census. Now them is saying they participate. And when you not participate, it's up to you. You understand? Then we create commission of inquiries for the people there. You also created a commission of inquiry. Oh, na kind about 2007. Professor Alpha Tijan Wui. Na Miata conference hall la. You understand me? Miata conference hall la. We na get commission of inquiry. Now because I not see nothing against her, now make una not be able for proceed.
Now make ask you the question earlier on. If na Doumbia do
GTT reports, all the issues please now 2 minutes. I will just a good follow-up question. GTT report na question of how they call it, accountability. You understand? You stewardship. They say now all the ministers in the APC commission of inquiry hold. No. Yeah, I can give some Tunis, Sylvia Bladen, some others. Because they investigate, they're not saying nothing against them. Other people there, if they see something against them, then the law also provide for let them go on an appeal court and go appeal, and that's why they've been.
The point when Mikhailo they raise, not to the report, but now the language where the former chief minister been used, Professor Francis, then concern about.
That's a different issue. I don't go waste time on that one day. Somebody use your language, I thought that's like a challenge of the your language. But me,
but you said that language.
No, I not be the listening Professor Francis what be the say. Now say.
So you don't ever know what Professor Francis may talk.
Professor Francis, the report, what in the report will they say? Now maybe they read the talk. And not they call anybody names. You understand me? And the thing will happen, now me no say if they describe a egregious, one English they want to remember, egregious infraction. Egregious infraction are basic English phrase. When they tell you the extent to which somebody commits something. Maybe they remember that, but for say call somebody this, call somebody that.
Criminal racketeering enterprise.
Then they said you describe what happened, criminal racketeering enterprise.
But things
when I say you don't call somebody name. No, but English language, I go good school, I go school.
We talk about time.
Yeah. So now you talk about APC, SAP the case mindset for wipe off APC. We can't. APC is a major opposition party. Now where they don't need governance for all the entire, will not take the time here.
Okay.
You understand me? All the entire, you understand? We are not wiping off anybody. You understand me? We believe in competition as SAPP. In the top of numbers, we get numbers as far as anybody. That is why we are not afraid of PR system. Because anywhere in Salon, where say people they pull vote.
Okay,
We are national party. We not just rely on vote from stronghold.
We can now to we other studio guests. We come in Kailu. You don't hear plenty party thing way Josie say don't talk. Talk about law them and other thing them. And then lawyer way according to Josie say where the opposition right now they cry and law them when say the opposition be the part of where they make.
Yes, first of all, he talk about a lot of things. I say we possibly can't sit down for talk now for talk on the issues. Me not possibly know they talk about personality, but rather the issues. For say the tripartite recommendations will be for review electoral processes and systems. We will not follow the recommendations and then issued and the midterm census also they impose on winner issued and you know a lot of things that we are talking about now and issued and the arrest of Lansana Doumbouya, detention or remanding of Lansana Doumbouya and issued an Nandi because Lansana Doumbouya is the Secretary General of the main opposition in government in waiting. We need for no denting in issues the Nandi. Now we know denting in the clearly. So now let's respond to some of the things that we say. You see, Josie says they not come for revenge, they know the revenge, they know they ever, but all what them do. I mean, with all what states APC, we then can and do this. It means I make themselves car and do that day. Some of the things that we say APC do, they're not correct. First of all, they say cancellation of election results in 2007 in order to the law. I want to let Josie say go take the Elections Act of 2022. Let's watch out. If you're not in the law. At the 2022,
2007, it was not in the law.
Now, let me make my point. You can take notes. 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 No, you can take notes, please. You will say some things that I disagree with completely. But for all get decorum, I'll just be the take notes. So you can take notes. First of all, in 2007, there is the 2002 Elections Act, not the 2022 I refer to, 2002 Elections Act, where say any side where overvoting take place, they can cancel. And minus the act, there are also other agreements with political parties and NEC at the time in the make. Kaila, for example, waiting will happen, we get police center. Inside that police center, then they will get police stations. How much ballot paper they give you now? 300. Even if now 70 register, 80 or 120, now 300 ballot paper they give. Why do they give 300 ballot papers? If anybody mistake in the process of voting, for change that for that person day. If anybody want to go vote something, don't void them. Else notice a void I can't you for change them. So now I make them give more than number of people that will register. What they did naively and politically ill-experienced at that time, then go dump all the ballot papers and then box them there. 300 per station. You know, in fact, if you 100% voting take place, then they investigate because not possible. You know, easy for now 90 register at this station or 90 votes. One person go almost die. One person go don't travel. One person go more sick. And I'm going to say now, you vote the 100% of the one that will register there, then the balance ballot paper they will let them dump all. So when I cancel on the commission agree not to Christiana Top unilaterally take that decision. Right. Then call political parties that sit down and say the law very clear, the agreement they will make very clear. Any side overvoting take place with the council. So the council will say overvoting take place. But even minus cancellation, we will already meet the threshold for win the elections. So even if they be council or not, we are still going to win the elections. We need for no dandy. In 2007, now the SLPP actually be named governance. They appointed Christiana Top and they were controlling the system at that time. So you know we can't fault APC for that day at all. Secondly, he said 2012 APC change RR forms. A 2012 an Eskroma been popular at in peak. We win election at a go at first ballot, no runoff. How will we go change RR forms? We are been very popular. No, we not change RR form in 2012 because Anes been run for in second term. It's a Christiana Top say good police. Well, maybe not the way in which Christiana Top will use them, but the law also very clear. They ask if anybody dissatisfied, you know, say malpractice take place, you get evidence. He said instead of you go attack the person, take the law into your hand. He said go police, let police investigate. It not be mean bad at that time they at all. He said we not begin. He said they're not flattery, they're not retaliate, but all thing they do with all what he don't say show say na retaliation and affect them affect the APC. You need for know that clearly. It's a Lansana Doumbouya in statement. I mean, like big brother, they're living at the same area, but it be uncalled for. Now, what you go say about Jim? Then go stop the APC from winning. Then get it called different groups the way say then get. Why they not call it? Why say I did not call them for cautioner? Say this statement, one incitement, two, it will provoke, you know, public discord. 3, they make confidence not go dey in the system, the police, the military, the way call. Why they not caution her? Okay, law say they not detain her, but they be call and they caution her no more. Then they go public say yes, they don't caution her. That time the law we for don't say clear applicable to everybody. They not do that. David Senga refer to a whole opposition as unprogressive. Even last night, I see in tweet where they circulate a Facebook post where they talk about the APC, say we na copycat. I mean, talk a lot of things and they want see that they circulate. Nobody not call out for cautioner. Then we use the law selectively for oppress the opposition. We see what David Francis say about the opposition in this country. Nobody not caution. Even President Bill, there was a point he referred to the opposition as terrorists. You know what I mean? Watch for the definition of terrorist and see. The August 10 riot, the one that we did Brenner, talk, call opposition, we will not get nothing for do riot. We need for no say anything and they're not correct at all in this country.
Right.
The things that we APC do for dirty President Bill, we say we do things that for, no, we not do anything for dirty President Bill. If I will not go President Bill, we say, the one there will be the dirty President Bill, now SLPP there. Alpha side one. He give 11 reasons why you not for vote for President Bill. He make audio series, one after the other. Explainer why you not for vote. Alpha Saidu, where Josie said that they worked at the strategic communication unit. I have debated with him on many occasions, both now McKinney, Fritter, and elsewhere places. Now he makes audio series. Why you not for vote for President Bill? Begin talking about how President Bill, what he do now America, how he this, how he that. I'm not going to repeat anything. Now Alpha Saidu. I mean, Wale Josie say go back to the records, not to APC Durande.
So you think
yes, I am here to conclude.
The state institution them at this moment don't be selective in the way how they carry out the duty.
Very selective. I don't state why I say they're selective. I don't state people then are the SL people. We don't make statement that will be warrant invitation to CID. We warrant fined by the PPRC. They not do Dande. But when APC makes small statement that they take advantage of that, they arrest APC people. That is selective justice. That even the law self, where Josie say, they say members of APC then a parliament and they then pass that law. When the law is bad, it's bad. If it is a bad law, it is a bad law. One of the persons when we get fundamental respect for this country, Suleiman Banja Tijansi, former Secretary General of the SLPP. I follow in recent debates on unfolding circumstances in the country. He talked about the PPRC 2022 Act. He said the law very rigid. If they continue for do that, they make the elections boring and then go make people and not get the freedom for express themselves. He said we need to go back and review that law day because the law too rigid. In politics, the world over, people and they make sarcasm. People and they make rhetorics. But then they no warrant arrest, no warrant invitation, no warrant fines. As long as you do it guidedly, you not go do it for inside the public at all. We not go encourage Dandy. So Banja Tijansi don't state this clearly. Even Ali Kaba don't write and say the arrest of Lansana Doumbouya, let them review him and the need for grant and bail. He said because Lansana not pose any flight tricks. He don't pose any threats. And Lansana Doumbouya are the Secretary General of a whole political party. He not go wrong for grant bail and constitutional safeguard. Okay. You know me say if then grant a bail, you not go appear court if they need them for let appear court.
Continue for
Josie say when I want for that end, but Josie say a lot. He say pulling.
We will come back to you now. Okay. We take break.
No problem. No. So when I go give me time, 9 minutes.
We will come back to you.
Thank you.
We talk inside the program now. Now time for we take break. After the break, we will come back in the studio.
Me sister, better don't come for we country.
Let out.
Where we don't get the opportunity for get back money and property them, where government workman and other people like can get back corruption, money laundering, and plenty other yuki business. They call this asset recovery. International law like the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, we own anti-corruption law, and the anti-money laundering law self-support them.
Who that stand there before for make this happen?
Now the Anti-Corruption Commission and the Financial Intelligence Agency, but in not there, they can work with other agencies there like the banks, the police, the judiciary, and the international partners them.
Baba, this not good to know, but how this go benefit we country?
Their money and assets where they take back from corrupt people them, government can use them for bring more development, we go better the life of Salon people them. But if this for happen, therefore make sure say them friend with them for work together one with partners them na Salon and other countries them, so that we go able to recover more assets. Same way so, therefore make sure say they investigate and take stronger action against anybody where they fail not say make investment overseas with money where the person gets from corruption, no matter who that the person be. Again, therefore get proper policy wey go guide them how for use their assets when they get back, so that yuki no go dey at all. This message comes from Transparency International and Salon with support from the European Union Rapid Grant through Transparency International Secretariat na Berlin, Germany.
We're trendy and youthful, we're UBA. Inside Africa today, money they move with speed, but not only with trust. And trust in name now, Africash by UBA. Whether you're in Nigeria or Ghana, Kenya, Liberia or Salon Safe, Africash, they connect all African countries them. With Africash, you go able to send and receive money outside Salon to other African countries them. Simple one. Whether you get account with UBA or not, it no matter. UBA design Africash for all man, anytime and anytime inside Africa. In fast, you go able to send and receive money direct na any UBA bank or any UBA branch or agent office. Yes, oh yes, Africash, they give you the power for do am easy one with no stress. Na Africash, na the bra for send money na all the African country them. Go na any UBA branch or agent location today for send and receive money one time. For more information, call we na 078-200-200 or email winner cfcsierraleone@ubagroup.com. UBA, Africa's global bank. One brand, partnering for progress. Best customer satisfaction.
You dey get problem for find the right bank for keep you couple or do business? Union Trust Bank UTB na your solution. UTB they do internet banking where they make them easy for you for know wetin dey happen with your account any side you dey anytime you put or take money. We dey give reinvestment then loan we no go monitor them for pay at all. Oh yes, Union Trust Bank na the bank for you. Na UTB all reinvestment them special and we get good workman them where they cater for all reinvestment them banking service. We then a plenty sign of the country. We then a Kabbalah, Gambia, Lonsal, Jala, Maboka, Bo, Kenema, Kono and Mile 91. You can get more information but we na www.utb.sl or come na we head office na number 2 House Street, Freetown. Union Trust Bank na the true bank for you.
Sierra Leone! The Office of the Entertainment Ambassador and Investment in collaboration with Takao Resort 2026. Mr. DJ, pop up the volume. And this time, it's the Mr. Go!
So now, good morning, Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. So we will see now they go on the phone now and one for talk to Augustine Bami Anthony, when are the communication specialist at the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education. We be see usai one party APC flag bearer them. Flag bearer aspirant Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara been tweet say 52% of Pekin and Noge for take this year was exam because the ministry no pay. For no if that statement then are true and come up from the ministry, make we get the communication specialist on the line now. Good morning, Augustine. Welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, 98.1, and good morning, the people of Sierra Leone.
As I talk earlier, we be see one party flag bearer aspirant then for the APC winner Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara being tweet say 52% speaking them not get for take this year exam because the ministry not pay for them. How true is this statement?
I also see that on social media last night, but I want to confirm to the people of Sierra Leone through una medium say that statement they not correct, founding and not get true. Because we as Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education take the responsibility for process all the Pekin candidates and with the 6 public examinations, and we not get limits to the number of Pekin that we for write the exams. As long as they are eligible and they qualify, they meet the requirements to write the exams.
Augustine, we see where the minister been go to parliament. One see where in government they lost because of the number of candidates where they come where make this year. You see them don't pull the porter quick and all. You not think say that's all lead to this for make JFK go tweet then kind of statement, yeah?
So clearly I am happy that you get the background. So in 2024, we get 25,000 absentees then where government pay for us. In 2025, last year, we get 40,000 candidates and when are absentees, where government pay for. So how do you think it happened? Government, they pay for all candidates before they print the examination papers and so on. There are people and some of them, you don't go upload names and we know they exist at all. Just by way of buying place, somebody one can sit exam, then they pull one name, then they put the other name for a name day. But it will not be happening with them last year because the process will be restricted and will not be allowed them for edit names. So we can get 40,000 absentees last year. So for example, may I just tell you, if government they pay 600,000 for one candidate to write the exam, or 600 leaves for one candidate to write the exams, if you multiply that by 65,000, we absent in 2 years no more. Now 39 billion leaves, then government lost.
So Augustine, before we left you, waiting the ministry don't put in place for not see what happened last year. One example of the school will not be able to take the worst exam now the Methodist Girls High School because of the cast and other thing them. Waiting the ministry you don't put in place for say this no repeat itself again where the exam they can't start.
So now we they out, officials and they out, every other official from the district level, from the regional level, from the headquarters, we now they monitor the upload and we give weekly, daily updates of what they happen at each and every school. So for example, inside future, if we get 50,000, if we get 50 schools, we make sure we monitor each and every day within the schools that they upload by numbers and by figures for ensuring nobody not left behind. But in clarification to the 52% way JFK talk about, we get 55,177 candidates where we need for clarify before they write the exam. So not a percentage.
Okay.
What do you make? We give the school 219,171 candidates for me they go upload now the WAEC portal. When they go upload, they change name them. We notice say the name that we don't clear. We see them pass was for me to go pass it to us. We see say they put about 55,177 names inside it. We will not clear, we will not verify. So we don't call and say maybe they can't justify how the other name they are enter into the WAEC portal. Now that name they did the one form for me to enter, we will not clarify. So now they use other means for me to give pressure. So we go giving even when they not qualified. But the fact is, if they don't get clarification on the 55,177 names, then candidate not write the exam because we not clear them at MBSSC level for me to go upload them.
Okay, plenty. Thank you for joining at the programming at the communication specialist at the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Augustine Bami Anthony Asimbi. They say the 52% speaking the way Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara had been sweet say not get for take the exam. He said that not so true, but say now clarify them picking a need for clarify the information them and according to them, if they not clarify the information, they not go take the exam. The program they continue.
Inside the program, one for count other studio guests we na Abubakar Josi say. Will they come over to you? Just to say one thing where people on the question, President Bio in government, na freedom of speech and freedom of expression. We are in as father of democracy. People know the see that space day. Now the country we are in somebody who come out and say things within our mind or even allow somebody for demonstrate.
One thing I want to say, okay, me carry one or two things we I need for respond to very quickly.
We're not gonna better team, sir.
I know, but it's very important. Yeah. You say now Alpha Shadi be the attack President Bio. That's not true. Alpha Shadi we internal democracy, yes. That's a good industry right now. I see Adebayo on social media. It is blast for plenty man.
Adebayo is not a member of the APC.
But APC.
No, it's not.
They might know they see other APC over here. So that's internal. See, I know they go to that day. But we all know, I know I call names now. We all know net when I be the cost President Bio. They net when I do all kind when I use the media, the very media when I use. We come and not get anything against anybody. before they can empower them. So it tells you
how empower
na a Democrat. I don't talk about just no. The seditious libel law, Mr. Usilan, I mean a journalist. Now who know how was fed the whole fed under previous government for Pula. Where President Bioka was relative easy Pula. You understand? Support to sludge. Yeah. Support to the media generally. Yeah. President Bioka don't give support to the media for empower the media past any other presidents are doing history. Okay, check out. The facts are the data are very, very clear. You understand me? You talk back say the law rigid. I know they support bad law. Yeah. Law, however bad you think say it may be, me not a lawyer, but for that moment say once you not change it is the law. You understand? And are they simply therefore say this law, the tell we can not to SNPP no more just go, she don't go make am for cafe TPC. Other people they self be. That's the point I'm trying to make. If you say bad law, we all agree say a bad law, we take her back in our parliament to go amend that. But for now, it is the law. Yeah. And they say again, he said President Bioka refer to the as terrorists. He refer to the act as terrorist act. With man country self, they follow news every day. You take nerf, you go choke policeman. You try for attack policeman. Say policeman can neutralize you. You understand? People come on the street, they can kill 6 policemen. Law enforcer there. And you say that in a what you call her. Now plain terrorist act that one day. And any other person will be supporter, you say na terrorist. You know call your name as a political party. Now the acts now it describe. I don't talk about them over and over. We come back now and say Bachilo Songa statement again. Bachilo Songa simply said the soldiers of the party are the foot soldiers of the party. Every organization, you ordinary people that are foot soldiers. If I to me foot soldiers, now me young people there. Not all Salon, but you know too intelligent, with chairman too intelligent for go talk say Salon soldier and police will come first to by election. I mean that's too petty.
What about Kadirin?
The man was referring to our grassroots, our foot soldiers.
What about Kadirin statement?
Uda?
Kadirin.
Oh, I don't even remember which is. So I'm not going to that. I mean, I respond to. 2007 again, for me this clarification. He said Christian Atop no unilaterally take that decision. She did. 2 other commissioners, with Stimina and the other one Nyale, they worked out in disagreement. You understand me? So it tells you it was not a unanimous decision. Law get on very clear. So now that I'll come out to you, which I go left there thing. So back to Iwechi. Yeah? President Bioka doesn't suppress anybody. He's a Democrat. At a time, age the way some of you will make rational decisions, he made very rational decision on behalf of this country. He was just 32 when he began power in hand and decided that no, this why this country for go back to democracy. In 3 months, all man at the world no believer where he talks in 3 months they hand over power. President Bioka has always ever been a man of his words. Inside 3 months, he hand over power, he go away, he go empower himself. He forget about salon politics. How he don't play, he don't do that one day, yeah. Then, if you look again the media landscape, I don't talk about this now. Now, Uda, almost possible we don't talk with you for talk, we make it go away, wait till you talk. No get anything for those incitement, you understand? For like, this country, Usman.
So, Lansana statement and incitement?
No, I don't tell you just no, say. I know for comment on her because the matter in a court. Okay, and besides, that's another big brother. But, I tell you now, I say, plain, when me read media law, na college, media law and ethics, that Gabriel be teach me, anything where you talk, where you unbox somebody in reputation, in the eyes of right thinking human beings, na defamation. If I can't call you Usman, I know they refer to Lansana in case you in a court. Now the question where I ask me they respond to. If I call you saying a Tifma, whether you take a saying about politics, now waiting, it has to do with your reputation. Your kids are out there listening. People in the way only higher esteem when they listen. It could change people's mindset if you not can correct that one day. Anything more than
especially now presidents be correct in the case of Lansana.
We don't have media people there. This matter is sub judice. We not left for Bri Lansana and talk Canada. We will not come here to discuss Lansana.
Okay, continue with
the issue we discuss. Let me focus on the issue. We get for do it. Whether President Bio want for Hamburg opposition for Mito 2020 no. In other kind of plan, it don't make a very clear for say, Nana the only president we should know. We don't tell you say me. Another no plan. Way before election, they can no plan for contest back.
Okay, let's
see. Who knows be the seat total. You understand?
Okay, just to say continue for the between the
no way for suppress anybody for election because I mean it just believes say now may I go back to history. Years back, when he was a very young man, when and if I don't transform himself to a civilian president, we power switch. In other words,
we go talk. So now come with Kyle, we don't hear waiting justice say, don't make it clear, say president, we don't get no plan, no they oppress the opposition, going to 2028 election and president, we don't they do them when things say, no they oppress the opposition. What do you make up of that statement there?
We, Sierra Leoneans, we all in this country, they follow the unfolding circumstance. All waiting President Bio they do from we come in 2018 to date, they oppress the opposition in no small way, for make way for in party for continuing for their governance. I mean the records are there, the facts are clear. We need to know that clearly. But I respond to some of the things that we respond to. When I don't eat into me time, don't give justice a considerable time. Now, justice say talk about, he say we. Not go court. We they talk about disaggregated data. They say the data then at the police stations and then give everybody IR forms. Now let make it abundantly clear. Say the country not be accessible to we entirely. In some places during the elections, then chase with polling agents, then beat them. Now bond, Pujon, elsewhere places you see where they even took people there. We go Pujon for go campaign the last day for the campaign. Samuel Kamara and convoy they attack them. Sent bond tire them, do every kind of thing. During the elections, some places in Apujo and Bond, and elsewhere places in the southeast, we agent them and chase them from the police stations and police centers. Some of them they arrest them, they lock them at police station Abu. Now only after elections they left there. So how they go get access to IR forms? When they're not even doing at the police stations where election may take place. Unlike the north and the west, we not ever chase anybody from the SNPP, no agent. We give them free hand for operate and the observers them in day. So we see, let's read some of them report them day after the elections. Let's see. So how we go get all disaggregated data? In fact, in most places back then, not paste up, as he claims they them paste down at the world after the election. So we need for no that day. Not to all side and paste down. Yeah, free turn and paste down in some places, but not to all side. Josie say we've been create commissions of inquiry. The commissions of inquiry will create now for transition, we government the transition, but we not been create, we not count 3 judges them for can establish courts them, use the country money, we not be do that. Now in them commissions of inquiry, in fact they not go fast enough. And as Kroma say, I be just want see what SLPP do and who they take the country from. Now Alpha Tijanri, there was the Sababu education money. Boko money been there at this country for Sababu education. So President Kroma Duano waiting at the status. Then telling the SLPP they allocate 2 to 3% budgetary allocation to education. Very abysmal. We can take up to 17% before left. So President Kroma Duano waiting at the status because we pride ourselves in promoting education. We not can declare free quality education, no, but take budgetary allocation from 2 to 3% to 17% before we left. Again, the other person will be receive huge money doing governance. Now, Kanja Sise, it be the Naxa doing Tijan Kama in time. So President Kroma, all them donor money they will be the kind of Naxa. Waiting them do, they go and waiting at the status. But you know, come on, Richard, President Kroma say, no, not a witch hunt. Now we close this thing, now we focus on governance. Now that to be no, we not witch hunt anybody. We need to know that clearly. If they talk about Alpha Saidu and President Bio, now Alpha Saidu, all man known at this country say most of the things that they say are way bad. Now make anybody within a political party, where people in the run for flag bearer, you know, for defame anybody, because any one party can emerge. Where that person emerge, what's back you go come for can't talk. So let me put the blame squarely on Alpha Saidu and not on the APC. If they talk about President Bio, he removed the seditious libel law. Well, if they talk about Part 6 of the Public Order Act. Now, they replace them with the cyber crime law. All of what they don't bring them back under the cyber crime law. In fact, what the old Kemosi say for, they say cyber bullying. They say Kemosi say don't bully President Bio. Cyber bullying I ain't all for. Salute Tijan Jalo when a journalist, they don't hold for cyber bullying. But people and they don't invite nice CID. So the seditious libel law when a Part 6 of the Public Order Act, they counter in disguise. Through that means they when a cyber crime law. We need to know that clearly. Kadiru if I declare war, he talk how much you go cost. He say na Mashakano more they stop the world under. He quantify the money already they use. Why they not CID why they not charge them to court? That statement and then I for enough for let them charge somebody to court.
But CID me hola.
Exactly.
Yeah, they hold on the left hand, they're not charged on to court.
Party suspender.
They're not charged on to court. The argument is, last time they invite her and say they detain her, but then charge her to court. Kadiru was not charged to court. If they serve, in terminal prison by now, because of them kind of statement in the declaration of war, where the country not under threat. I mean, what they mean? Even when they arrest opposition leaders then indiscriminately, you dey drive investors there. You dey make people then feel say the country not secure. So we need for consider that very seriously.
Okay.
Commissioner, he talk about say 2 commissioners. They say Mina and Yale they work out. Now 5 commissioners we been get. We been get 5. One at the south, one at the east, the north, the western area, and the chief electoral commissioner. When they sit down for discuss and take decision, when the 2 then when have been known as LBB people and if you say them they can't come on the power, they worked out. The 3 commissioner then go ahead with the decision. So what you go blame the APC for? When 3 out of 5 voted in favor, so now so the law say law will go back. It was not a unilateral decision by Christian Atop. It was never a unilateral decision. The country for go back to democracy, President Bill in 1996. In fact, the NPRC boys then been get this slogan of peace before elections. Them want achieve the peace before then they get elections. Now civil society and the media now then compel them to be to money 1 and 2 for ensure say we get elections, we transition to a civil regime before ever Ingo continue to Yankaba continue the peace. When we get the Lome Peace Accord, we finally bring peace in this country. The Lome Peace Accord was in 1999. We need for know that day. 1999 now we get the Lome Peace Accord. We bring peace to this country. The NPRC boys were never in governance. So the person really where we go consider for be father of democracy, we usher peace in this country, Natijan Kaba. A law left for give accolade to possibly not to really deserve that accolade. We need for know that day. The media law and ethics, he say EBK been the sick media law and ethics. Now module we myself do. In fact, now one of the modules that I ever get me best grade per. So anything about media law and ethics, Asabia and Afrabe College back at wow. EBK be the sick total. EBK no ever sick total. Just say for know that clearly. EBK na Democrat no sick total. If you just say bring her evidence, what's EBK say one total? In fact, EBK be the discourage people itself. It's a lot of transition this country. If you bring evidence, I will apologize for her. EBK sick for a third time in this country. Now, what will they try for say, in essence, that democracy now a system of government where they allow participation, they allow freedom of expression, they allow political tolerance. Lansana Doumbouya not deserve for being a prisoner, a very decent man. I believe say the court will use in discretion today without any political influence for grant and bail.
If they're not getting bail, what's the position for the party?
No, the party will communicate accordingly. I'm not going to sit down and ask Minkailu Kuruma for tell you waiting at the next step where the APC go take. Because if I do that, the unilateral decision I don't take. But we as a party not go continue for see Lansana in a prison. We want to let the court use in discretion and grant Lansana bail. The court can still continue for investigate if they so desire, if the case they for investigate. But we they ask that the court grant Lansana bail. We they go into lower level elections. Lansana is the nucleus of the APC. Now ending at the center. Lansana now they call the shot. Now they determine waiting at the voter register. Now they determine waiting at the venues how elections and they take place. Now they approve the allocation of resources. And all complaints now ending at the center. Where the complaint board receive them complaint then they now go communicate to the parties that we aggrieved and resolve them matter then they. So do I would beg the court and government for release Lansana Doumbouya. Please.
Okay, we'll cancel that way. We'll talk more. Continue for day with the program. Inside the program now they take one power headlines to read them. After that we go cancel just to say we say go can respond. According to President Julius Maada Bio, if Africa forgets permanent seat at the UN Security Council, all Africa there is safe, all African countries there is safe for come together as one. President Julius Maada Bio talk this way. He will address the committee of 10 of head of state and government. Now the 39th ordinary session of the African Union Assembly na Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Well, I put this report together. The African Union na continental organization when they be set up inside 2002. We get about 55 member states them and they serve as the main body where they coordinate political, economic and security cooperation na the continents. the AU summit. Now the highest decision-making meeting of the Africa heads of state and governments, where they take place 2 times every year. Outside they can get ordinary session and extraordinary session. Now this summit, African leaders that they meet for talk on major issues them we get for do with peace and security, economic development, governance and democracy, policy direction, Africa and global voice. All these decisions now for benefits the continent and give strength to regional cooperation. For continue this collective efforts, African leaders and international partners don't get an Addis Ababa, Ethiopia for the 39th session of the Assembly of Heads of State and Governments of the African Union, will take place February 14 and 15 this year, with the theme Assuring Sustainable Water, Availability and Safe Sanitation System to achieve the goals of Agenda 2063. This theme focused by the importance of clean water and proper sanitation as key foundation for health, development, human dignity and sustainable growth under Africa in long-term development blueprint, Agenda 2063. Among the leaders that will be attend the summit, now the chairman for ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, President Julius Maada Bio. Now this summit, President Bio as chairman, they address the meeting of the AU Committee of 10 on United Nations Security Council reform. Outside President Bio been described the moment as important moment because in March 20 year, where Africa be adopt the Ezowini Consensus and the Sattel Declaration, when Africa in common position for reform at the UN Security Council.
Excellencies, distinguished representatives, we meet at a very decisive moment in Africa's long-standing pursuit of justice. Our deliberations today are also shaped by a growing global acknowledgement that the status quo is no longer tenable. The geopolitical landscape has significantly evolved since 1945. Now is the time for action. Africa cannot wait any longer.
President Biobi Keyon say Africa not seek favor for get permanent seats na the Security Council. This is say main justice, equality and legitimacy. The President Keyon say the current structure of the Security Council no represent Africa fairly. As he say, plenty party thing the way they before the council, not thing them way he say, gets for do with Africa. President Biobin called for strong unity among African states them. As he say, if Africa divide, this he say go make Africa not get the position where then they demand for. President Julius Maada Bio end up say, African leader then go continue for talk for say Africa gets the permanent seats where they want. Now the UN Security Council, where they address African leaders then at the open ceremony of this summit, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres before say the permanent seat where Africa not gets now the UN Security Council. Now one big concern.
The absence of permanent African seats in the Security Council is indefensible. This is 2026, not 1946. Whatever decisions about Africa and the world are on the table, Africa must be at the table.
In same way so say, Africa forgets full representative na the UN Security Council. As in say, plenty party thing the way they can talk na this council. We get to do with peace and security. Nothing that we get to do with Africa. But say, for make Africa not day, that is say, no fear on African side. Antonio Guterres be end up say, they will continue for support African call for say, then get permanent seats na the UN Security Council. For Radio Democracy, Kabia the reports. They continue and we bring this edition. We own him na Kabia.
My name is Usman Kama. Inside the program, we want to look at few messages them where people on Facebook don't send. You respond as well. This one.
Okay, we'll give quick 3 minutes.
And a few messages that we just want. This one from Lance Fofi say from the statement of the former Vice President Sam Sumana stated clearly in his campaign podium at stadium that he felt out with Ibike because Ibike wanted him to support his third-term bid. What is more evidential than this?
This one for McTen New England Ville, they say, Dr. Minkailo, what will be your message to the Chief Minister, Dr. Senge, who recently has taken to social media to criticize the campaign message of flag bearer aspirants from the APC party? He pointed out the irony of a candidate over the age of 60 adopting the slogan, Voice of the Youth.
This one from Unisa Kamara, I say, Mr. and Mrs. Moderators, please force him to respond to your question regarding Kadiru Kaikai statement that he has all the resources to bring war in Sierra Leone.
This one from Amara Farman on Facebook page, they say, good morning, Radio Democracy. Lansana Doumbouya has no right to call President Bio a thief because President Bio is not the electoral commissioner. Please, APC waits for the court to take action.
This one again from Frederick Baggy, say, the PPRC brought these two parties together and signed an agreement, I think in November, and going forward, this is what they are implementing now. So anyone bringing Kadiru Kaikai statement, which is SLPP, handled very well, is an alright.
This one from Mikish Alex Content on Facebook page, they say, but there are videos making round that SLPP supporter we are referring to as to APC government as Anyampi.
And the last one I go take this one, say, please advise your CC to speak the truth.
This one say from Kamal Samoa, they say, sad Joe, when you know it's the electoral commissioner that should produce results and also publish and announce same. Sometimes you say things that sound right but not necessarily right.
Alright, just to say this now some of the few messages
that
we
don't
take.
to that person, the electoral commissioner. Yeah? The electoral commissioner announced his results. So this person, I need to educate you small. I don't tell you say the disaggregated data, so-called, gonna be the clamor for. They be all don't give you at polling station level. Now make that they give you party agents or they pay at the wall. Me boy and I say they never get access to all the police stations. But there are elections for go on. They say they detain them. We are not aware of all of those things. Always to know you fail to do your job as a political party. We will not be able to forget to result for taker. That is why you did not go to court. The owner they can't blame we. Because what the law clearly establishes, when you feel aggrieved over elections outcome, you go to the Supreme Court and seek credence for presidential elections. For other lower level elections, parliamentary, waiting, you can go to High Court. You understand? They fail to do that. So the electoral commissioner, when he announced his result, now the law also provide, say you can go challenge her with your evidence. So this person, I like get this wire. That's why we talk about Kadiru. Kadiru is statement. I don't tell you, okay, first of all, I don't know what the guy fell into this, but that's when he made that unfortunate statement. The party suspender, police arrest her.
The suspension letter they make am public. The party make am public.
Of course. Party pull press release. Yeah.
But I think
then,
right
so now arrest this thing, but the NPRC, please, it's very important. I'm not going to let them for go. Because when we say President Bio is the father of democracy in Sierra Leone and peace, we say it on purpose. Because in fact, I've lived through it, not supposed to explain, give me. You understand? Now, when the disagreements of the NPRC, you understand, where they beget, where lead at the end of the day, when President Bio take power, now over whether they for hand over power or not to civilian, and they be don't agree say 4 years now they do after that to hand over power. But when it time begin can close, some people begin to get different mind. That's why he stepped in. So now democratic credentials they don't have the time for establish you. If you don't take and say democracy for camp.
You mean the part of the system? You mean the part of the system?
I begin sense now. Are they? We be ready debates all the call they go so they wait. Better in the social media no dey boku radio no dey. SABC so tell what other radio station. So they hear everybody every day. They follow the issues every day. Yeah? Fine. So that was the crux of the matter. Now make when it take over in just 3 months, yeah, you know, entrenching himself, he decides say this, now hand over. Not on anybody force her. It's still for me to transform himself to civilian president and if you want. You understand me? Because that was the vogue around the sub-region. But not one because in a Democrat. Now you talk about Lome peace agreement. Where one put President Bio come up, hey, boy, Mikalu. The peace na salon, President Bio na starter. For the Sanko, you be there na this country. You should be done sense like me na. We all know say for the Sanko nobody no be no side. So maybe they even say self you know they exist. President Bio use everything we able use. Forget for the Sanko out of that bush. For begin she don't talk. Then peace talks the day 9 culminate in that Lome peace agreement. We can left Pakaba for pursue. That's the fact of the matter. You understand me? So he's the father of peace. So now we also can get another democratic ideas of the president for established now. This reform so they call for so now. The APC should after 2012 elections, the election observers then bring about 19 propose about 19 recommendations for electoral reforms. 2014 they never touch one. President Biden no can implement most of anything. Then even recently after the 2023 elections, now him initiate then bring the idea of us having electoral reforms. You understand? When I go adopt so na tripartite, because it take and say all the elections we don't hold before, then they get issues. So we need for put with system in place for ensure certainty and they all not they happy. You know, get clean electoral process going forward. Then they back now because in a Democrat make able to do all things in this. So somebody we not believe in democracy, not they do all things how President Bio don't do so.
Okay.
And then they support the media. You not go propose electoral reforms. You not go do all that in there. Yeah. Okay. And we like end with this wire. Yeah. We SLPP, we get the numbers at all times. That's why we are called the Grand Old Party. APC says that from where they come out. You understand me? We don't have nobody by election. And this government, we report card now go for use. You understand? For secret election, everyone knows what they get in 2028 because President Bio don't do a lot to go for show the people of this country. We don't need to go fetch anybody for disadvantage anybody. President Bio is not going to do that. President Bio they use in clean development record for ensuring in party continue in our office.
Alright, plenty thank you for joining inside the program. Minkailu.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. Maybe I will start with 2028. Yeah. In 2028.
Now messages then.
Yes. We need to respond to the messages. Them. We need to respond to the messages. Them. Yeah. In 2028, we will win with an overwhelming majority. Let's just say no down clearly. Not to the SLPP they win elections. President Bio stepped in to hand over power to a civilian regime. I agree. Say the NPRC hand over to civilian regime. But President building a record for don't stay there, state say I wore green and handed over power. That was a different green. That was the khaki green. They don't talk down there in the video when you watch. So they came in to hand over power to the SLPP. Long know down there clearly. Now historians them, we don't write extensively on elections. Go tell you say the true winner of the 1996 election now be Dr. John Kerifa Smart of blessed memory under the UNPP party at that time. You go ask yourself the question, waiting me make them compensate James Jonah the position of Ministry of Finance. But we know I'm going to history, so Lord left down the Usai Day. We know I'm going to history, Lord left down the Usai Day. We they talk about the PPRC because this is very important to me. So let's talk about them. You see, PPRC find the APC. The PPRC go tell you say not to Lansana Doumbouya they fine. Not to Zainab Sharif them fine. Now the APC as a party then fine for the conduct of the members them. Yeah. Now we don't pay that fine. 350,000 loans. What used to be 350 million. At the same time, for the same crime, they invite an CID and detain her. They release her later for the same crime, they charge her in a court. I mean, you not think sit down in a double jeopardy where the law not actually make provision for? If PPRC don't find we. Why then did they punish Lansana Doumbouya twice for a crime we commit one crime? Yeah, it then we they talk about our Nami Secretary General and we need an our party. And so important for Lord talk about Anjo. We not go only say we not talk about. We not go. We agree. We not. I know they talk about. I know they talk about the merit of the case. I know they talk about the merit of the case. And even they talk about the charges them against Lansana. And they talk about the surface of harm. Wait till we know political argument now they put forward for Secretary General. We hope say today then go grant Lansana Doumbouya bail because this country for make progress. Right. President Bio say he wants a formidable opposition. I listened to New Year's message. He say the oppositions that they gear now to us having the convention. He said the SLPP just don't conclude the young convention, and they also they gear to us having flag bearers for both political parties, major political parties. They encourage me for going to the elections peacefully and make sure say democratic tenant prevail over petty sentiment. Now, good advice, Andy. So democratic tenets go only prevail if we get to Secretary General for day and conduct 10 conventions there. So we beg the president for tamper justice with mercy and use in good office for make the release Lansana Doumbouya today. Thank you very much.
We join inside the program. My name is Minkailu Kurma, in a member of the APC Publicity Wing. Same way inside the program, we get Abubakar Josise, in the head of strategic communications at the Ministry of Information and Communications, Civic Education. Plenty thank you guys for joining inside the program this morning. When I have good recording of the program, good morning, sir. Welcome to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Plenty thank you to Abdul Gilen, DJ Keman for your technical support. Mary Kamara Bangura, make on see you live on Facebook. And plenty thank you to the production team, Michael Sambola with Mange Mansa, we produced the program. So to meet another 10 minutes, Usman Kamara, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
And Kabia, they say, continue for listening to this fine frequency.